What's up, world? We're here with the Flyers. Introduce yourself, my man.
What's up, y'all? I'm Greg, known as UPT Greg 2 Fly from Uptown, 13 Ward Chopper City, baby.
That's what it is. So, what inspired your style, man? Been following you for years. Everybody know you to be the Flyers. So, give us a little backstory about what inspired you in this fashion world.
Honestly, bro, like some of the people I came up, I was, young in the street or whatever. Some of the guys and shit that I looked up to, you know, they was into the fashion shit. I don't really, a couple of them still alive. I don't want to do too much name dropping, right? Project cats out in the street getting money. So I see these cats, I'm the average. I want to be fly too. So
Motivation, it pretty much motivated
they
you.
motivated me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got you.
I've been into the fashion since like a little kid. Like
Yeah,
I was wearing Christian Dior and all that shit is before I really knew what it was. My pops had me and all that, lacing me with all that shit. I
yeah,
didn't really know what that was.
yeah,
And then, just me being outside, off the porch, and just moving around, just seeing how other cats rock, I had to have that. I
yeah,
had to have
yeah.
that. I had to have it.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. So,
Yeah.
what would be one of your fondest memories being a shorty? Cause you're an adult now. So, bring it back to us. We bring it back to nostalgia. What's one of your fondest memories when you knew, like, man, I enjoy putting this on.
Yeah.
I enjoy how this make me feel when I come out, people see me. Can
Yeah.
you remember a moment in time?
So it's funny that you asked that, right? The sneakers that I have on right now, I have on some 1984 Gucci
Let's
sneakers,
try to
right?
get them.
So the Gucci
Okay.
sneakers, when I was a kid, everybody else was wearing like Jordans and Adidas Forums and all of that, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm like in the ninth grade, this girl I liked or whatever, I was a little stylish, but it was like it changed my status.
Mm.
So I went and bought these same Gucci sneakers. I went and bought them when they came out, and I remember when I wore them to school. I think I was in the ninth grade going to Abramson. Man, when I wore these to school, it was almost like I'm coming through the hall. It was almost like Moses parted the Red
Mm.
Sea. I'm
Are you
coming
coming through
through,
with it? Yeah.
people whispering and saying stuff, and just looking at the shoes and kind of like pointing or whatever, whatever. And I remember I wore the shoes. I had a green and red striped polo on with it, some Jabos. I'm fresh. I come in, I'm already quiet and laid back. And it was like that shit just boosted my status for as
Yeah.
gear and everything.
It pretty much like spoke your fashion spoke for
Yeah,
you.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like from there, it just kind of it went from there. I like that feeling. That shit was like a high.
Mm. So that's that moment you kind of
Yeah,
bring you back in time. So
yeah,
when you cop those,
yeah.
that kind of I remember that
Hmm.
time. So I know that you're big into Bally's.
Yeah,
Let's get a roll of backstory to how Bally's pretty much took over New Orleans by storm, and we took it
man.
and ran with it. That was our thing.
That was our thing, bro. So I remember, I was listening to, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, Dane the Dane. So I would see them with that on, and then some of the older cats, they have the velour Christian Dior jogging suits on with the
Mm.
Bally's or silk outfits with Bally's on. That was before I could actually get that, but I was waiting for my turn. I was just waiting. I'm next in line. So I'm waiting, like I'm looking, I'm just kind of like, all right. So my very first pair, I feel like I was late in the game. Like my very first pair of Bally's was Marinas.
Mm. That's my favorite Bally's.
I had,
Definitely.
yeah,
Marinas.
that was like my first pair of Marinas. I had some red Marinas. And then after I got the Marinas, I just went crazy.
Mm.
I got the red Marinas, then I ended up getting the yellow Marinas. And then it went from that to Bally Thunder, Bally Cross, Bally Mirage. Like I just went
Well, you
crazy.
bringing it back with
I
those.
went
Them
crazy
yellow. I
with it.
remember them yellow things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was one of the first ones in the city. So people that know me, that's like an infamous shoe, right? Here's why. So when that shoe first, they didn't have yellow mirages. So there's a picture of me floating around. Katrina is like, it took a lot of my pictures, but this is one of the pictures that made it. So I remember it was for the 4th of July, and I went and bought this yellow polo. And I'm like, we used to be in competition with each other. Come outside, I'm gonna smash him. So, anyways, I went and got the Mirages. I left straight from the Bally shop, bone white, brought them to Tip Top. You remember Tip Top?
What was Tip Top?
It was like they used to dye your shoes and
Oh,
all
okay, I
that.
remember that era. Yeah, yeah.
So I go to Tip Top and I dye 'em canary yellow. I was very specific. Hey, don't dye the holes that the laces go in,
Mm,
the reflector, that little stripe,
yeah.
that reflector stripe.
Don't touch
That's
it.
important.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
don't
Don't
dye
touch it.
that. Don't dye the sole. Anyway, shoe came out perfect. So I remember me being around the Big Easy and them shoes. I think for the 4th of July.
That's Washington Avenue, right? Big
No,
Easy.
no, the Big Easy is it? Was it? It's
Kind
in
of Clay.
Gentilly.
Oh, downtown.
It's in
Okay,
Gentilly
okay.
around Dillard's. What's the name of that club? It was a
That was what in the '90s, right?
Yeah, it was in the night. It might have been a Big Easy. I don't
I probably a
remember.
little short. That's probably one little era before me.
Yeah,
Big Easy, but big. I'm thinking about Big Man's
yeah.
on
So
Washington. Big
yeah,
Man's.
so yeah, I had that same reaction. I come through. I'm the only one in the city with these.
Mm,
So I come through. I'm everywhere I go. People looking down, and they look down first, and then they look up at the rest of the outfit. Then they look down
back at
again
the
and
foot.
just locked. They
Yeah,
just stuck.
yeah,
So that was kind of like an infamous pair of shoes that I was known for. Like everybody that know me,
yeah,
that was outside in that era, like in the '90s, like the early
yeah,
'90s. I went crazy with those,
yeah.
and I actually, I remember I went to the Bally shop with them on, and they like literally formed a crowd around me. The staff, this lady named, I think her name was Maria, a little short lady. It was my salesperson, and it just was like, man, those are unique, this and that or whatever. Anyway, long story short, not long after that, they started making yellow
Producing them,
mirages.
producing them. Wow,
So
wow.
I know a couple other people that did that. My partner, shout out to Mr. Meany from Partners in Crime. That's one of my guys or whatever. That fashion shit went crazy with it.
Yeah.
But he had a pair of Mirages that he dyed like that. I think his was blue. And then I had another homegirl I went to school with. She had some pink ones. She dyed them
Mm.
pink.
So that
But
became a thing.
it
Tearing your
I don't
D's and
know
getting
if it
them
was a
dyed.
thing, but me, I only personally know two other
Couple
people
people.
that did it.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's safe to say, if your shoe game ain't on point, that's kind of like that's the start of it all. It's kind of the root of the fashion game.
Yeah.
Your foot
Yeah.
game.
That's to me, that's an important piece of your outfit. Like me, I build outfits around shoes.
Exactly.
If I'm shopping and I'm going for a specific look, if I get the shoes first, and once I get the shoes, then I could pretty much build the outfit
Yeah,
around the
build around
shoes.
the shoes.
To
Yep.
me, shoes stand out more than
Right,
anything.
right,
If
right.
you walk into a room, the first thing people do is look down at your feet
Was on her
and
feet.
then look up, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
And New Orleans was a very competitive place, man, back in the '90s
yeah.
when it comes to fashion and Bally's. What era came after the Bally era?
The Bally era, I don't know, because cats kind of went crazy with Jordans for a while.
The retros? Okay.
Jordan was a big thing. Like whatever the new Jordans came out,
Yeah.
I had my era, like where I went through that or whatever. But I held on to the Bally era for a while,
Yeah.
and then after that, it eventually became Gucci.
That's what I'm about to say. The
The
Gucci with the
Gucci
horse bit.
boots,
Yeah,
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 the horse bit, the low top, the high
The
top, the
loafers,
Gucci
yeah.
boots, yeah. So I remember me getting those in black, the black high top suede ones, and from there
Chocolate with the
I went crazy with them too. So
chocolate suede with the gold horse
yeah,
bit.
yeah, chocolate suede ones. I had the low top
Low
ones.
top, then it came with a little higher.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yeah, we back. This as far as you can remember, what are some shops that you kind of frequent when you was in the city?
Uh, if you was getting money, you was in Rubenstein on Canal Street.
Rubenstein, okay.
Rubenstein Brothers on Canal Street. Canal Place, the Bally shop, the Gucci shop. They had a polo shop upstairs on the second floor too. But I mean, yeah, if you was getting any money, if you was like really shopping, you was in all three of those, or at least one of those
At least
three.
Canal Street. Start at Canal Street.
Rubenstein. That was like Rubenstein is where they sold all the velour Christian Dior velour jogging suits and all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to go to the Bally shop. If you was getting money in the '90s and you was putting that shit on, you had to stop at the Bally Shop.
Bally Shop.
There was no way around that if you was really putting that shit
like
on.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they had the sneaker heads and all, but you was like, if you really putting that shit on, it's Polo and Bally. It's like the perfect combination. You can't
Bally.
really wear one without the other. I wasn't really into the Bally sandals.
To the sandals?
I wasn't really into that. That was a little bit before my time.
Bally sandals.
Yeah, I couldn't put those on, but
I'm trying to remember, did Fendi ever touch the city tough?
Not really.
That was a little later.
Not really. Fendi, Iceberg was real tough in the city.
Let's talk about that.
Saks Fifth
Iceberg
Avenue.
era.
Yes, you got to go to Canal Place, Saks Fifth Avenue. Iceberg tore the city up at one time. Like when you went from the Bally era to kind of transitioning into the Gucci era, and then from the Gucci era, then it started being Prada and Iceberg.
Yeah, I definitely remember the
Prada and Iceberg. If you was putting that shit on, you was putting that on. Prada and Iceberg. So
I would say the Iceberg came then the Prada.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they came around the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, because I could remember seeing cats from out the project. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to sound biased because I'm from Uptown, but a lot of fashion sense that I developed too was seeing cats in the Magnolia put shit together. And I can remember seeing them cats from out the Magnolia buying Iceberg and Prada shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So you was a part of all these stages.
I was part of all of that shit.
Yeah. So that's like life pre-Katrina.
Yeah.
And what year did you come to Houston?
I came to Houston in 2011.
11? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get here until 2011. Okay. So by the time I got here, fashion went crazy. It went a different direction. Purses and shit now.
Oh.
Skinnies.
Oh. You taking it there?
Man.
What's your thoughts on that? Because people consider style as going far left.
To me, that's not style. Even back then, before like all the tights and the man bags and purses and all that other shit men putting together, to me, it's stylish if you could pick out a shirt to go with these pants, to go with these shoes. You don't buy your outfit from off a mannequin.
Yeah. Put the pieces together.
That's not, to me, that's not stylish.
Yeah.
A lot of these cats now, mannequin. Like I see people like walking around with, and they think they have that drip on, like that shit on.
Yeah.
Mannequin outfits.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm too old school. I can't do a man bag ever. I don't give a.
The crossbody, what they call it, a man bag.
I can't do it.
The pouches.
I can't do it. The man purse and the tights, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's like another thing when it comes to fashion, they consider spend the most money. I'm going to reference Fat Joe. Somebody said something about one of his outfits. He like, you know how much all this costs? You know how much I spend on clothes? Yeah. So what's your thoughts on people feel like the more money you spend, I'm stylish?
Nah, it's how you wear it. You could put together something real cheap, kind of like inexpensive, low key, but it's how you put it together and how you wear it.
Definitely.
I done been next to guys that have on the top drip. But it just don't fit right on them. It don't fall right. Something about how their pants hang over the shoe. You know what I'm saying?
It's those factors.
All of that is factored in.
Part, definitely.
Yeah, like it don't matter to me. Fashion is not how much you spend on an outfit. To me, fashion is knowing how to put an outfit together.
It's in you.
It's in you.
And not on you.
Not on you.
There you have it.
Straight up. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for part 2.